when you're giving direction to these powerhouses, to these big actors, and you did you directed the movie with Morgan before that.
Yeah, that was a remake of a movie called Going in Style
With George Burns and
so the cast was Alan Arkin, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine.
Was that challenging? Honestly, I mean, working with these guys and giving them direction, were you careful with your words and how much you said and just tried to simplify things?
I found that all actors, even if they're living legends or if they're a brand new actor, they really want a leader. And I feel that as well as an actor. If you're confident and you know your shit, I'm interested in what you have to say. And I think that you have to, of course, every morning directing Morgan Freeman, I'm giving myself a pep talk. But
Zach, if you could just be a little more specific.
That's pretty good. The funny thing with Morgan is he really only wants to do one take. So when you go after take one, when you're like, all right, everybody, that was great, let's go again, you just hear, why?
Why do we need to go
why?
Again? You just said it was
No,
perfect.
You're saying way too much. It's just, why?
That's it.
But he's partly just fucking with you because he knows you got to go again. But he does, he wants to keep it moving. So my point is that like you have to have the courage to direct them, but people really do. Actors, for the most part, want a leader. They don't want to just be left, with no idea of someone's vision.
But do you ever feel there had to be a moment on set where you're like, I don't really know what to do. I need to defer to someone else, like the DP. I don't know how do we get this shot? Or did you ever feel like a little bit lost at any time?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Going in Style was huge. I mean, that was the biggest
bank robbery.
That was big for me. I mean, I had not only have bank robbery, but I had those guys doing stunts. I mean, there's a scene in Going in Style where, Michael Caine is driving one of those, electric shopping carts that old people or handicapped people ride with the basket in front, and Morgan's in the front basket, and they're driving it down a street in Brooklyn, and it was a really, I had those guys doing stunts.
You were stressed that day.
Oh yeah, that was really hard. Because not only that, I mean, just in that example, you've got stunts, senior citizens who are living legends doing stunts down a street in Brooklyn where the crowd has formed because they're doing it. Paparazzi are there because it's happening. And then you have like 100-person crew. And it's very, very, of course, that's hard shit.
That's hard shit.
That's advanced.
And those are moments where you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to let everybody down. I'm going to let it,
Right. That's when you have to just
prep the shit out of it.
You prep the shit out of it and you roll with the punches and it's hard. There was a night shot scene. There was a big all-nighter shoot on A Good Person with Morgan Freeman, if you know from the movie, when they go to the party and then they have the fight out front. That was really tough because, you're asking Morgan Freeman, who was 83 or 84 at the time, to not only be up all night, but to bring it all night long, which is tough for any actor, let alone someone at that age. Yeah. And that was very stressful. That was really stressful.
Do you have the relationships now where you could just text Morgan or call him or Harrison Ford?
Yeah, I don't. Harrison, I don't text, but we are buddies. He's really sweet. He's that's been a really cool one, directing him on Shrinking. He really likes me, and that feels great. That he.
How do you know he likes you?
He told me.
Wait a minute. What Harrison Ford said?
He said I'm really enjoying working on this show, and you're a big part of that.
That was pretty good too. I can't do a Harrison Ford. I tried. It's like, look, kid. That's all I
he's he's gruff as hell, but I know that he likes me, and
that's important.
Yeah, that feels good.
We want people to like us.
Well, we want people to like us, but we also we have to deliver, right? You can't just be
likable.
You can't just be passive and likable and turning in shit. You have to. I have to deliver good episodes of Shrinking. It's such a competitive field out there, and to be honored with being given an episode, I can't just like suck it up and not want to piss anyone off. You gotta deliver. You gotta turn an episode that you're proud of, and part of that is saying to Harrison like, oh, we got to go again, and here's why. And
now, yeah, that's probably not that easy all the time.
No, but he's funny about it. These guys, he'll be like, I'll be like, it's hard, for those of your audience who don't know, you never want to give an actor a line reading. That is, especially
I love them. I'd rather you not waste your time and just say, hey, Zach, tell me what you want me to say. How you want, inflection on that? Great. Got it. Let's do it. Let's get it.
I'm a similar way depending on who it is. If it's someone I know and love and they're tiptoeing around it, I'm like, just fucking say how you want me to say it. But as a director, people do look down upon it. They don't like it.
Of course.
And he, mostly joking, if you start to kind of get into a little bit of tiptoeing there, he'd be like, you giving me a line reading? You're giving me a line reading? And I'm like, no. I'm just saying, sort of underline the word that, maybe just hit that a bit, you know. But it's all done with fun.
I mean, do you ever have a moment where with one of these big actors, you don't have to say which one, but like where that you just don't agree on what's going on, and you have to kind of talk it out?
Yeah, I've had that. Not the ones we've been talking about, but there was a gentleman who I won't say was way trickier. And that's the skill set. I mean, you're not always gonna be on the same page with everyone. So
did you stick to your guns?
I did as much as I could. At a certain point, you have to make your day and be like, this is crazy. We have to move on from this scene. It is what it is.
And then you're saying, I'm not working with that guy again.
Well, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
yeah, you definitely, one thing you learn after doing this for 24 years, I've been doing this since 2000. Although I actually was a kid actor. I did some stuff as a kid actor, but one thing you learn is like someone who's you're not going to get along with is going to ruin the whole experience. So it's super important to work with people that you like.